Good day, PCC members. I'm pleased to provide you with my annual President's Report, which is a high-level overview of some of the key items that we've undertaken over the past year. Normally, this is something that I would deliver in person at our annual general meeting. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way we conduct our communications, which is why we've opted to provide this high-level overview of the past year by video. I'd start off by thanking their sponsors for their unwavering support, particularly during this pandemic. I understand many of you have challenges in your own respective industry, and we sincerely appreciate your contributions and understanding of the challenging times we're in. Our commitment to you is to find new and innovative ways to work together to ensure our partnership remains mutually beneficial. You're crucial to our business. On behalf of PCC and its board of directors, I'd like to thank Furno, Crestline, Demers, Interdev, Zoll, and Optima. In addition to your contributions to our association partnership, all of you consistently have asked how you can help us. You've supported our leadership summit by sponsoring keynote speakers, supported our gala events, and often planned off-site networking opportunities in creative ways for our members. And we cannot emphasize how much we appreciate your support. So the PCCs remain focused on the goals outlined in our strategic plan. One of those goals is around violence against paramedics. Violence against paramedics is unacceptable. The Paramedic Chiefs of Canada supports a zero tolerance position on all forms of violence experienced by paramedics and support staff. The PCC has been actively sourcing out resources and funding to support evidence-based research on this extremely important issue to our profession. We've submitted several applications for funding via grants, and we're optimistic that we'll be able to obtain secure funding through a variety of avenues to ensure we commit to keeping our paramedics protected. You may recall that PCC developed a zero tolerance position statement in 2018. Since that time, numerous other paramedic services have, in some fashion, incorporated that into their own services. We're committed to educating the public, securing research dollars, and making sure that the paramedic community is as safe from harm as possible. On the PCC white paper, Dr. Walter Tavares, along with co-investigators Dr. Ian Blanchard, Chief Dale Weiss, and a number of collaborators and industry partners from across the country continue to work on the next EMS white paper, focusing on the future of paramedicine in Canada. As many of you know, the first white paper was published in 2006 and was instrumental in helping to guide our profession. However, we recognize paramedicine today has advanced significantly since then, and that healthcare context now and in the future presents both challenges and opportunities that we're carefully examining, and in some instances only beginning to understand. So as such, the team, along with the Paramedic Chiefs of Canada, the University of Toronto, York Paramedic Services, Alberta Health Services, the McNally Project for Paramedicine Research, have all actively conducted extensive reviews of literature and interviewed thought leaders from across the country within and adjacent to paramedicine to better understand what our guiding principles should be as we consider the future of paramedicine, and what enabling factors we need to consider and to put into place in order to enact those principles successfully. Really pleased with the responses we received to our call for nominations, and our interview process and literature review is now complete. And our team of researchers and industry experts are working to pull all of that together now. We're hoping to share what our new guiding principles and enabling factors are for public consultation via webinar this fall. And we continue to keep our community involved and informed through the process, and we continue to encourage our community to get involved in this important work. So thank you to everyone who has contributed to the creation of this key document. Our Membership Services Committee from PCC is working diligently to share information on COVID-19 via regular webinars with our colleagues in Canada and across the globe. I'd encourage you all, if you have questions or specific concerns, to utilize our list server, pcc@lists.paramedicchiefs.ca, and communicate with your colleagues from around the country. I'd like to thank First Watch Solutions, Ken Luciak, Kyle Sarita, for their leadership in making these webinars possible. In terms of our other PCC committees, during my last video update, I was able to provide you with an update from the KPI, or Key Performance Indicator Working Group, our Leadership Development Committee, and we gave an update on the Public Safety Broadband Network. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the chairs of those committees as they strive to meet and achieve the goals in addition to the busy day jobs that they have had during COVID-19. So Marty Scott from AHS Alberta, Rick Farron, Niagara EMS, Heather Edward, Frontenac County, and Doug Saka from Hastings Quinte. Thank you all. On to another project, the Vehicle and Equipment Standards Update. In conjunction with Defence Research and Development Canada and the Centre for Security Sciences, PCC, along with our partners at CSA and Paramedic Association of Canada, or PAC, and other industry partners, we've been directly involved in the creation of a national vehicle and equipment standards. This working group comprised of paramedics, leaders in academia and industry. Launch of the new ergonomic design standard for ambulances and related equipment, or CSA D500, was planned for this past May. However, it's been delayed due to the pandemic. A little about the standard. Maintaining health and well-being and effectiveness of our paramedic workforce is of utmost importance. The new Canadian standard sets out requirements and provides guidance for design, layout, procurement of ambulances and related equipment with a focus on application of ergonomics. In addition, this standard provides infection prevention and control guidelines for consideration in the design of ambulances and equipment. On CIPCERT, the Canadian Institute for Public Safety Research and Treatment, the current COVID-19 pandemic has created a new normal for Canadians. The pandemic has led to a lot of information available in the media and about supporting frontline workers. This has created an outpouring of support for the men and women who work on the front lines. However, information about the rules to follow and how we can support the frontline workers can be confusing. So the Paramedic Chiefs of Canada, as a key partner with CIPCERT, has worked with our public safety personnel partners to create a short video entitled "Help Us Help You." This video provides helpful tips straight from the public safety personnel on how the public can support them. CIPCERT hopes this video will create clarity on the best practices for helping public safety personnel during the pandemic. In closing, I'd like to thank all of you for your continued support of the association. I'd also personally like to thank the members of our board of directors for their continued dedication, Carrie Anderson for her administrative support, and a special thank you to our executive director, Kelly Nash, for her hard work and dedication to our board and our membership. So thank you all for joining me for this update. Thank you and stay safe. Remember, follow us on Twitter at Paramedic Chiefs or view our website, www.paramedicchiefs.ca. Thank you.